So you're here because you're either active duty, veteran, or someone else that is eligible to utilize the VA loan benefit. What that looks like is you've been seeing your friends and family utilizing these VA loan benefits and maximizing them. They've been leaving the duty stations, they've been PCSing, and they've been selling their homes for hundreds of thousands of dollars over what they actually purchased the house for. This has you asking the question, what exactly is the VA loan and how can I utilize it? Let's break it down. Maybe you've been moving around a lot because you've been PCSing, or you just feel completely overwhelmed by the process. Homeownership just seems like it's like that much out of reach. But in all honesty, it's one of the easiest things that you can do, and it can help you absolutely build your wealth. So what exactly is a VA loan? You've heard this term before, you don't quite understand it, you want to buy a house, and the VA loan is one of the best things that you can utilize. Guess what? The VA loan is not out of reach. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to maximize your benefits and all the amazing benefits that the VA loan offers, such as no down payment, no PMI, and flexible credit requirements. So let's dive deep into this topic. Let's figure out exactly what's stopping you from doing this. A VA loan is a special type of mortgage that's guaranteed by the U.S. Department of Affairs. It's designed specifically to help active duty, veterans, and their eligible spouses buy homes with no down payment. Yep, exactly. No down payment. That's a huge deal for military. And guess what? The VA loan comes with a lot of benefits. A lot of people don't understand how to utilize these benefits, but we're going to break it down. A lot of the benefits are no down payment, no PMI, and flexible credit requirements. Let's break it down even further. So first, no down payment. With all the rest of the loan types, such as the conventional or FHA, they require a down payment. FHA can be 3.5% and up. Conventional can be 3.5% up. But at that point, they're going to have to pay for private mortgage insurance or mortgage insurance premium, right? So that is in addition to what you're already paying for the mortgage, for your PITI, your principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. This adds an extra couple $100 onto what you're already paying, so that sucks. But with the VA loan, that's not something you have to worry about. There's zero PMI or MIP with zero down payment. That's awesome. That is one of the best perks of it. Third is lower interest rates, right? With conventional loans, they're going to be higher. Today I looked it up, and with a conventional 30-year loan, they're looking at 7.39% versus the VA loan, which is 6.3%. So already you're down 1%. And of course, these change. There's different requirements, and lenders have different options for that. So make sure you look it up and talk to a lender. And the other perk is the flexible credit score requirements, right? So the VA loan is more forgiving than a lot of the other lenders' requirements. So normally they're looking for you to have a FICO score of 620. That is one of the minimum requirements for the VA loan. However, there's ways to negotiate that based on your credit history and things of that nature. So make sure you talk to a lender about this. So now you're wondering, am I even eligible to utilize the VA loan? Well, if you're active duty, a veteran, or a spouse of someone that has passed away that served, you might be eligible for this benefit. So there's different requirements for the VA loan, right? So you're going to go on to the VA's website and you're going to get a certificate of eligibility, right? That's going to cover active duty service members who have served over 90 days consecutively, veterans who served 90 days during wartime or 181 days during peacetime, National Guard or Reserve members, it's 6 years. But remember, this is all subject. There's different qualifications and specifications within the regulations, right? So make sure you look into that. I'm going to post a link for you to look at, because there's things in there that if you served 90 days while you were in the reserves or National Guards on active duty, you can qualify for this. And then spouses of military members that, unfortunately paid the ultimate price are eligible as well. If you fall into one of these categories, you may qualify for a VA loan. If you're unsure, you can go on the VA's website and apply for a certificate of eligibility, and then you'll know. It's a 50-50 chance, yes or no. All right, so this is the most important part that you need to understand, is how to maximize your VA loan benefits. And right now, I'm gonna show you how you do it. First, Use your no down payment benefits. This means that you can keep your savings intact and use that money for other things like home upgrades or moving expenses. Second, negotiate seller concessions. If you've noticed that this house has been on the market for a while, it's time to start negotiating for allowances. Carpet allowances, paint allowances, repair credits, things of that nature, all right? That's gonna fall into the 4% seller concession rule that is governed by law. So it could possibly save you thousands of dollars in upgrades that you might need to do to the house anyways, and you're not coming out of pocket. Win-win. The third thing is that you're able to utilize your VA loan to buy multifamily properties, right? If you're someone in the military or a veteran that has been thinking about starting to build generational wealth, use a VA loan. You can buy multifamily properties, live in one side, house hack it. The other side, whoever your tenants are going to be paying majority of that mortgage. And at the end of 1 year, you have to live there, according to the VA, primary residence 1 year. Then you can move out and buy another property and then rent that side out. And now you're making passive income off of that. It's great. So make sure you pay attention to that benefit as well, multifamily property. Before we wrap up, let's talk about a few myths about the VA loan that could be holding you back from purchasing a house. So most people believe that you can only use the VA loan once. That's not true. You can use the VA loan multiple times. There's a ceiling cap to entitlement that you have, and I would have to look up the exact number, but the last time I looked, it was looking around $780,000, right? So you can buy multiple homes, and then once you hit that cap, you can no longer use the VA loan, or you can, but you're gonna have to pay a substantial amount of money to cover everything else. For me, I bought 3 homes. I had 2, and then my entitlement was lower. So what I ended up having to do with the VA loan is pay out of pocket to cover whatever I needed to cover. So that's our first fun fact. The second fun fact is that people believe that the VA loan is hard to qualify for. It's not. It's actually one of the easiest loans to qualify for. So, I mean, it's got flexible credit requirements. You don't have a down payment, and you don't have any PMI. So this just shows you that the VA loan is very easy to use, right? So don't get held back by the fact that you're like, oh man, I can't qualify for this. You don't know unless you try, right? You gotta risk it to get the biscuit, like I tell everybody. So there you have it. The VA loan is an amazing benefit that service member, veterans, and spouses with service members that passed away can leverage to build generational wealth. So if you're ready to start looking for homes utilizing this awesome benefit, reach out to me. I can break it down even further and show you how we can strategize utilizing this loan. Don't be one of those people that think that it's hard to qualify for, hard to get, and it doesn't make a difference. At the end of the day, we got to think about what's best for us. What's going to help our generational wealth? What's going to help my kids, grandkids? And at the end of the day, the answer is the VA loan.